Welcome to Parchment Update, an interview series from the Parchment Community Library to bring your community closer to you. I'm Karen Woodworth, Library Ambassador. I'm joined today by Marissa Munson, Event Director for the Kalamazoo Experiential Learning Center. We're going to talk about Tuesdays on the Road. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me, Karen. I'm really excited to talk about Tuesdays on the Road with you today.
Wonderful. Well, Tuesdays on the Road is bringing food trucks to the Save a Lot parking lot in Parchment for the third time this summer on Tuesday, August 6th. How did Tuesdays on the Road begin? And is this the first summer in Parchment, or did I just not hear about them before?
So Tuesdays on the Road is hosted by Kalamazoo Experiential Learning Center, and it's been happening since 2020. So this is our fourth technical year, but our fifth season. And it's a placemaking event. We host them as an idea to provide community members a place to come and hang out, enjoy each other, and get to celebrate local food entrepreneurs and even local musicians. So we rotate locations every week. We do have 4 locations throughout June, July, and August. And this is our first year in Parchment. So you haven't missed this. This is just our first year here.
Okay, well, I'm glad to know that. Which food trucks will be coming to Parchment on August 6th?
We have Ibison concessions. So they're your standard carnival food, very popular. I'm sure lots of people know them once they see them. But they have elephant ears, fries, chicken tenders, corn dogs, all of that good stuff. And then we have an authentic Mexican food truck, which is Tacos y Gorditos Santos. And they're going to come and just bring some really good Mexican food with them. So those are our trucks that we have that'll be there on August 6th.
Well, it sounds like a nice blend of different kinds of food, surely something to appeal to everyone. What should people know before they come to Tuesdays on the Road?
Yeah, so Tuesdays on the Road is from 5 to 7:30, so that's when our trucks will be there. They're ready to go, start selling right at 5 o'clock. They accept cash or card payment, so you make all of your payments right at the trucks, depending on which truck you would like to go to. We do bring in some yard games and family activities for everybody, and we set up some little bistro tables and some cocktail tables, and we have a giant Connect Four game that we bring in. All the kids love that game. We do cornhole, try to just make it fun and exciting while you're there. Obviously, like I mentioned a little bit, we do try to bring in those acoustical musicians to come in, especially local musicians. That really helps bring in that feel. If we can't get a musician to come in, we do provide music as well. So we'll have music there for you to hang out with. But we encourage you to bring chairs, bring a blanket, really make it your own style picnic. You know, that's what we want to focus on, is that it's a pop-up picnic. We want everybody to come and bring stuff that helps you feel more comfortable based on what we don't have provided for you there.
And it sounds like a fun party in the parking lot. I
Yes.
feel like you touched on this a little bit already, but what do you hope that people experience at Tuesdays on the Road? What do you want them to take away from it?
Yeah, so at heart, Tuesdays on the Road is a placemaking initiative. Placemaking is the process for creating public spaces that people feel welcome and connected to. So that's what we want to do. You know, we pick these locations specifically for that. So we find ones that aren't necessarily right on the main road where everybody's going to see them, but we want to include the communities. We encourage them to bike, to walk, to bring their neighbors, bring their friends, bring their families to these events, and that's what helps build that sense of community and makes it into a placemaking event. So that's what we want people to take away, is just that when they come to a Tuesdays on the Road event, they're part of something in their community, and we want them to go and share that and spread that, so it continues to build and be a sense of community for everybody.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, you mentioned that this is rotating between several different locations. So if one Tuesday just isn't enough for people, where else can they find the food trucks this summer?
Yeah, so starting if you for August, our first week we will be in Save a Lot, and then in Parchment. And our second week we will be at Linden Grove Middle School in Kalamazoo. They're doing a little back to school event that day, so that should be really fun. We have Fanny Pell Park in Plano. That's our third week of the month, and then our last week we are at Midtown Fresh in Kalamazoo. Um, all same style, you know, 3 to 4 trucks depending on each location. As well, if that's not enough for everybody, we do have a series that we call Festival Fridays. So there's 4 total throughout the summer. We've already had 2 of them, so we have 2 more coming up, one on August 23rd and one on October 4th. So those are just a larger scale Tuesday event. So we bring in two bigger acts. They do. We have an opener and a headliner. We do a little or not live music, just radio before that. But we bring in around 5 to 6 trucks, sometimes a little more. We bring in merchandise vendors, and then we sell alcoholic beverages at this event as well. And these are hosted at the Arcadia Creek Festival site. But again, that focus is food entrepreneurs, local musicians, local vendors, bringing people into to their community and just what's going on and having them feel connected to that. So that's our basis of our food truck events. So they're out and about. There's some other events that they're at that aren't hosted by us, but if you need help finding a specific food truck, we do have all of their information on our food truck website, which is foodtruckrallykazoo.com.
Okay. Well, I just really love the local aspect of that. Before we wrap up today, what else would you like us to know?
We are a small nonprofit team at Kalamazoo Experiential Learning Center here. We're based off of college interns as well as recent college graduates who are in director positions like myself. But we are the team, as well as our executive director, Deb, who are putting on these events. We're securing grants and sponsorships from our host locations and other areas local to that location, and just trying to give ourselves and these college interns a chance to put on these events in their community. So not only are we trying to connect the community together, we're trying to connect ourselves and the university to the community as well. So we're out there trying to make these events work, take everything we've learned in our classes and through our majors and put it into real life action. So it's been really great.
Yeah, and our community really does benefit from all that you're doing at the Kalamazoo Experiential Learning Center. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me and sharing all this information.
We really hope that this is good exposure for the Tuesdays on the Road, and it helps bring in even more members of the Parchment community.